Hello all, welcome to our YouTube channel Cyber Patrol. This video is part of our practical penetration testing series. This particular video falls under the Windows exploitation category. In this video walkthrough, I'm going to show you how to exploit and gain access to a Windows VM utilizing a very well-known vulnerability called Eternal Blue or MS17-010 vulnerability. This vulnerability is related to the SMB version 1, Microsoft Windows SMB or Samba version 1 service. For this particular exercise, I used a vulnerable VM called Blue. This particular VM is available in the TryHack. This particular VM is available in the TryHack Me platform. The room name is Blue. If you want to download the VM for your home lab and you want to practice it in your home VirtualBox or the VMware Workstation environment or the EXI environment, you can download the VM from the creator's website, from DocSec, who is the creator of the VM, I believe. You can download the VM from this particular URL. Please note, the main difference between the VM available in the TryHackMe platform and in the DocSec website is, if you explore the TryHackMe Blue Room, that particular VM has flag files. There are 3 flags to crack, and also it has additional user accounts. Especially there is a user account, you need to apply the password cracking techniques to find the password for that particular user. These are required to clear the questions and tasks present in the Blue Room. However, if you download the VM from the DocSec's website, then you will not see these additional flag files and also the user settings. However, both the VMs, fundamentally they are same. They both utilize the same vulnerability, the Eternal Blue or MS17-010. In this particular video, I'm going to show you how to exploit that particular vulnerability. For this, I have downloaded the VM from DocSec's website. I will explain the TryHM module or room Blue later in a separate video. So this is my home lab setup. So at the moment I have 2 VMs running, as you can see in my VMware workstation, a Kali Linux, which is going to be my attack box, and the Blue VM, which is going to be the target or the victim. This Blue VM, as we can see, it is running Windows 7 Ultimate Edition. So I have 2 VMs. So now the first thing is I want to find out the IP address. I don't know the login passwords, credentials for this Blue VM. So I have to completely rely on the recon methodologist even to find out the IP address of this VM. So first I'm logging into my Kali Linux VM. So let me fire the command IP space A to find out the IP address of my Kali Linux. So the IP address of my machine is 192.168.175.141. So 192.168.175.0/24 is my lab network. So now I'm going to run a quick nmap scan to discover what are the live hosts available in my lab network. For that, I am going to execute nmap-sn 192.168.175.0/24 my lab network. This /sn flag will help you to quickly discover the live host. It will complete the scan quickly because it won't do any port scan. So the scan will be much more faster compared to other scan methods, because I just want to discover the live host in my network and also discover the IP address of the blue virtual machine. This is more than enough for me to start with. Enter. Yes, this has quickly finished. However, I have a problem. That is not the VM is not discovered. Okay, I think probably I will give a reset. So let me run the command one more time. Yep. Okay, for some reason my blue VM got stuck, so I have to reset the VM. Now you see there is a fourth IP in the scan results. So .1 and .2 are my local network devices, a router and other device. They are out of scope for this video. And .141 is my Kali Linux VM, and .143, of course, it is going the blue VM. So the IP address of the target, the victim, is 192.168.175.143. In my case, it may differ based on your lab setting. So now what I am going to do, I am going to run a full scan. So I am going to run nmap -s C. Yes, I want to do a scan also the common scripts and also with the version, and also I want to run a scan on all the ports, and I also want to the nmap to execute the common vulnerability scripts against this, and I want to export the scan results to a local text file, and I have to specify the target's IP address. It is 143. Yep, so it's running the scan. Remember, I'm running a full scan, and also I want to scan all ports, the full range of ports, so it is going to take quite some time. So however, I have already executed the script before starting this video, so I have already have the scan results. So the interesting finding is this particular VM is running the Samba SMB version 1 service on port TCP 445, and we also asked nmap to execute the vulnerable scripts against this VM. So the interesting finding is this particular VM is vulnerable to this eternal blue or MS17-010 vulnerability. If you do a Google search with this one, you can find the origin of this vulnerability. It's rumored that this was created by the National Security Agency, United States of America's National Security Agency. They were using it quite secretly for some time, and later it was exploited by another known APT and released in the wild. You can check MS17-010 Avast, a website which can provide you more reasons, more information about this, details about this. Okay, if you want, you can see here. Yes, this is the Avast website. Okay, they claim that this vulnerability was created by NSA, and it was leaked by a notorious group called Shadow Brokers. Yeah, if you go to the Microsoft Security Bulletin, they have the information, detailed information about this vulnerability, MS17-10, sorry, MS17-010, and they provide the list of softwares, operating systems that are vulnerable to this CVE. So CVE is in our case the CVE detected is CVE-2017-0143, and these are the platforms vulnerable to that particular vulnerability, and our platform falls under this X64 Windows 7 X64 Ultimate Edition. Okay, yep. So the scan is also completed. It also confirms that this particular VM is vulnerable to this MS17-010. So now let's try to exploit this one. So let me quickly launch the MSF console. Yep, this affects Microsoft SMB version 1 servers. Okay, let's wait for 1 or 2 minutes for the MSF console to load. Yes, it's loaded. So now I'm going to do a search for the Eternal Blue. Yep, there is an exploit available. Yes, which we can use. Ready to use. So I'm going to ask MSF to use module 0. Okay, I have not specified any payload, so it is trying to use the reverse TCP, reverse underscore TCP payload. That is sufficient. So now I'm going to use show options. Okay, what are the parameters we need to define? We need to define the R host, remote host, and the remote port to listen. In this case, the remote port is 445. It is already defined, so no need to change. What we need to define is the remote host IP address, and then local host is 192.168.175.141. That is the IP address of our column is in. Yes, that's correct. The correct interface. No need to change that value. And also it will open up the listener on the local port 4444. That is fine for me. If you have a problem with that port, you can specify a different port using that option set al port XXX port as per your choice. So for me, 4444 is okay. So I'm going to leave it like this. So the only thing I need to set up here is the R host. It is going to be 192.168.175.143. Yep. So all set. I just run one more time the show options. Well, all defined. So now I'm going to run this exploit. Okay. Yes. It's uploading the payload. Voila, we got the meter cell. Yeah. If I ask director, yes, it's a root folder. Yeah. So if I run the get UID, you see I'm running meter cell is running as anti-authority system. As I said, this particular VM I downloaded it from the DarkSearch website, so there are no flag files or additional users. For example, if I go to the users folder, I only see the default user accounts and administrator. I don't see any additional users created in this box. However, remember you are logged in as a anti-authority, remotely logged into this VM as an anti-authority, so you have full rights on this VM. Yep, that's all. This is, as I said, this VM falls under the easy category, so it's one of the beginner VMs for the aspiring ethical hackers or pen testers. I hope you enjoyed the video. Very soon we will publish another video that will explain the try hack me module or the try hack me room below. Thank you for watching. We'll see you in another video. Bye.